Successive Indian governments for a long time failed to recognize the strategic significance of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in strengthening India's defense apparatus. This resulted in an escalated Chinese influence in the Indian Ocean region. On November 21st, China convened the first China-Indian Ocean Region Forum, underlining Beijing's growing strategic interest in a region where its economic footprint has been growing. Beijing has also been sending naval surveillance ships to the region to assert its dominance over the Indian Ocean. Recognizing the strategic importance of the region, the Government of India accorded a renewed focus on the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In this context, India's new base in Great Nicobar stands as a bold strategic move to counter the rising Chinese dominance. India's new holistic naval base in the Great Nicobar is barely 90 miles from the tip of Indonesia, overlooking the entrance of Malacca Strait. With a base in Great Nicobar, the entry to the Malacca Strait will be 100 miles from India, while the nearest Chinese base in Sanya is 1500 miles away. Moreover, with China importing over 65% of its oil via Indian Ocean, India's strong presence in the region will deter China from engaging in expansionist endeavors. Operating from the new base in Great Nicobar, Indian fighter aircraft directed by Airborne Early Warning System will provide India information dominance over the Malacca Strait. With India's access to the Malacca Strait, a Sino-Indian conflict scenario would be catastrophic for Beijing, deterring it against an unprovoked attack on India. At the same time, this would strengthen maritime connectivity with Indonesia via these islands, bolstering India's regional presence and ensuring development of the long-neglected Andaman and Nicobar. Furthermore, the Government of India has increased the Navy's budget for new acquisitions and constructions by over 75%. 3 months after it inducted its first indigenous aircraft carrier, the INS Vikrant, into service, the Indian Navy commissioned a 7,500-ton stealth-guided missile destroyer, the INS Murugao, in December. India also received delivery of the INS Vazir, a Scorpion-class submarine capable of anti-surface and anti-submarine warfare. By realizing the strategic potential of the Andaman and Nicobar and giving due advancement to the Indian Navy into the islands, the Modi government has further emboldened India's defense posture by augmenting its long-term strategic interests in the region.